if you want to let me know what's been going on this week.
Let's start with some good news. Dolly Parton coming out in support of Black Lives Matter.
I appreciate that. I mean, I don't think she was ever problematic, was she?
She's never been problematic, always been supportive, but it's like when a country star where like you could lose some real sales, that's putting your money where your mouth is. That's saying I'm willing to take a financial hit, even though I'm Dolly Parton worth well over $100 million, because I wrote I Will Always Love You. I don't care. Like many artists are like, oh, I don't want to get political because of my fans. I don't want to get political because of I just want to be an artist. It's nice to see someone so established in the industry take a stand.
Yeah. Dolly Parton is pretty much...
Reba McEntire, I'm going to need to hear from you. Hear from you, Reba. And quick. I like Reba, but I'm like, come on now, girl.
I can't name one Reba song.
Oh my God, the night that the lights went out in Georgia, fancy, like, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Like the thing, well, you know what? I lived in a different area of the South than you, so the country music just kind of gets in there. And then my grandmom loved Patsy Cline, so.
Okay. Some other good news. Our first Black female vice president nominee.
Oh my God.
Right.
It's just, since the pandemic, the way time moves, every day is like its own year. So now, I was like, I forgot we hadn't talked about that.
Right. Now, she does have a little Asian/Indian in her. But,
fabulous.
Right, exactly. I mean, some people are just being sticklers right now, but she Black for me. That's all.
I agree, she Black. But you know what? Here's the thing. If they can claim her, let them claim. It's a win for everybody. A high tide raises all boats.
I hope people, get over their issues with her or Biden and just vote.
Yes, that we don't get political, but let's have a moment of realizations. What are our real options right now? There's what we want. There's what we want, and then there's what's actually in front of us.
And poor Hillary. Anywho.
No, I'll tell you, Hillary is waking up every day. I told them, I tried to tell them. Ooh, I was so terrible. Ooh, I was so awful. Ooh, I was so, I'm going to sip this coffee in Massapequa and keep it pumping. Bring me my grandbaby. That's what she's doing right now.
That Sierra video that I saw, I did not like it, unfortunately. Like, I appreciated the message, but I'm just like, girl, we want dancing from you. With Sierra's, it almost just felt pandering. It was like dollar store Black is King, almost. And I love Sierra, but you know what? I think she should just lay down, have that baby, and then think about some good music to put out. That's all. It's no shade. I'm just like, girl, we don't want that from you at all. Like, she knows what we want. She knows the music that we want, but she just refuses to give it to us.
So does Beyonce.
We're not going to talk about Beyonce today. I'm just saying it was a light comparison to Beyonce, and I could see it, but it almost felt like pandering, and it felt like it just wasn't Sierra's like vibe that I'm used to.
And the thing is, it's okay to make dance music.
I just think Sierra's a better dancer than a singer.
I agree with that.
Almost as someone else, but I'm not going to say her name. We're going to move on. Because when you hear those 5 letters, Lord, like, I just like, let's move on.
What 5 letters? Janet?
No. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Rainbow Bright reportedly ambushed in LA.
LA don't play.
LA does not play.
I ain't got no shit for nobody to take. I mean, you snatch my phone, that's insured. I ain't got no jury that I watch insured too.
Right. I mean, You see what LA do to, like, their own, like the good people. So if you're not even welcome there, I can only imagine.
Yeah, why would you go to LA? Or my thing is this, go, but don't tell nobody until you've left.
Well, you know the type of person he is.
An idiot, a moron, a mark, a simpleton, a doofus, a nitwit.
All of the above.
I'm going to bring back 1,800 cuss outs. Because, YouTube acting funny about the cursing. So we're going to get back to arse.
So, according to this report, it says the 24, oh my God, he's 24?
Really? He looked 35.
So the 24-year-old star and his security team were surrounded by gunmen in the parking lot of a high-rise apartment building where he was staying. The thieves reportedly ran away with his jewelry, cash, which are estimated to be worth $250,000. One well-connected LA gang member allegedly bragged about the robbery on his social media. That sounds about right. Look, he's lucky he just got robbed, so...
You know what? This sounds like a publicity stunt. Full free press and promo. I remember when Little Kim needed some press and said that $250,000 of her jewelry went missing. Okay, half the shit in his chains, those are Swarovski crystals, darling. Swarovski. And then the sapphires and the other semi-precious stones are low grade. That's why they're all so tiny. You can get a cheap, tiny, low-grade stone, put it in something and act like it's worth something. I'm sorry, unless you've got a big, hulking, clear emerald around your neck, fuck you. You're poor. That's for celebrities, honey, not the rest of us. I ain't got that shit. He ain't got that. Like, you know what I'm saying. If you're going to act like I got all this jewelry, if you're going to be like, I'm blowing money on jewelry, like a few episodes ago, Lady Gaga with the $30 million diamond drop necklace, I'm like, if I'm going to do jewelry, if I'm going to be flossing and, I'm the girl with the stones, I'm going to have stones so large they'd hurt your head. I don't want to do that broken up shit. Anybody can get that off QVC with a monthly pay of $79.95. I think we all got that.
So moving on, congratulations to
I can't stand you.
So what are y'all doing in y'all free time? Playing Best Fiends, I hope. Now, if you're not playing Best Fiends yet, you should be. It's hours of fun you can enjoy anytime. Best Fiends has challenging puzzles to solve, cute characters collect, and new levels added every day. And if you have no Wi-Fi, no worries. You don't even need an internet connection to play. Now, what do you like about the gameplay?
It depends on the level, what you have to do. Sometimes you've got to collect flowers. Sometimes you've got to blow up boxes. Sometimes you've got to drop boxes. And so it's like, okay, you always have to recalibrate and think, okay, what am I doing? So it's always new. It's not like other games that get repetitive. Each level is a new challenge. And we have a lot of biffers who play Best Fiends. I think we're up to like 42 that are following me. I posted my code on Instagram so we can play against each other. And right now, I am in 12th position amongst everyone that I'm playing with. So, I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. And it's a way to play a game with people while maintaining social distance. Since, we ain't going nowhere.
Well, you can play in random weird places at any time. When I was watching Beverly Hills, like when Kyle and Dorit was motorcycling, Best Fiends. Seriously, like Teddy and Erica at the spa, Best Fiends, So, yeah.
Ooh, Ashley Darby and her baby. Best Fiends.
Best Fiends, definitely. But yeah, Best Fiends has thousands of levels already with new levels, events, and characters added every month. It's hours of fun right at your fingertips, and you can play even offline. With over 100 million downloads and tons of 5-star reviews, Best Fiends is a must play. Download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends. Fiends. Congratulations to Gucci Mane and Keisha Kaur. She is pregnant with their first child. That is going to be one tacky baby shower.
Ooh.
Did you imagine? It's gonna be ghetto fabulous.
Oh my goodness. I mean, congratulations to her and her change of life, baby. Wow. Wow. That's impressive.
You said it's impressive or depressing? No, I didn't hear you.
I said that's impressive.
Oh, great.
I mean, you know, if he wants to add another baby mama to the stable, I suppose that's between him and his bank account.
I wonder, was that woman that he pushed out a moving vehicle, was that his baby mama too? Or was that just some random woman? People forget that. He pushed someone out of a moving vehicle. Anyway.
He also killed someone, didn't he?
I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. Allegedly, because I don't know.
I thought that's what he went to jail for. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I don't keep up with Gucci Mane. I don't keep up with Gucci. Like, I would say the only designer I really like is Ralph Lauren, and that's because they used a lot of black models back in the day, so I actually could see myself in the clothes. Shout out to Tyson Beckford.
This Garcelle situation, I love Garcelle personally. But she finally picked a fight with, well, do you think it was a fight that she picked with Lisa Rinna, or you think she was just being honest? Now, her daughter responded to her.
She brought up her daughter. I would rather you ask me about my husband than my child. You were needling, and you don't needle someone about their kid who has a real issue. You don't do that. That for me, I don't play that. I leave kids alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe a harmless joke about Candy's daughter is an Eeyore because everybody's fucking said it. She was miserable on that show. All I was saying was the girl does not want to film. I didn't say anything negative. She didn't want to film. It was obvious to all of us.
Speaking of Candy's daughter, I really feel bad that people are coming after her nose job. Like,
Oh my God. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the definition of shade.
no.
Oh, yes, the fuck it
really
is.
for her nose. And they were like, why Candy brought her a nose job for her graduation? Like, I just think, I could just imagine being like famous enough to where people are all just in droves saying how bad your nose job is. So I feel bad for her, but hopefully she gets over it by wiping her tears with $100 bills. Hopefully. Anywho, back to Lisa Rinna. Like, Lisa Rinna is planting stories now about Garcelle saying that, oh, she attacked me and stuff like that.
Eating disorders are a serious issue and they can take somebody out of this world. If you want to attack Lisa Rinna, you can attack her on her odd relationship with her husband.
I can agree that it was inappropriate, but I don't think there was malicious intent behind it. How about that?
You could have talked about her career compared to yours and the fact that she's living off of her husband. You could have talked about the only real money you've made is from Depends. Like, if you're going to go after Lisa Rinna, you can go after the feathers from a dead chicken that are amongst her head. You can go after that, but leave kids out of this. Like, somebody that's really sick, that's not a read for me.
Someone told me a rumor that she's not coming back, but I hope she does come back.
I believe it because I think that she did what Kim Fields did. Came on, raise your Q rating, get people talking about you again, pay off some debt. I think she did that. She's like, I'm building a new house. She probably wanted some extras, some add-ons, the Viking stove, upgrade the marble. She was like, Beverly Hills, all right, let me get this quick $900,000 and put that into her house and kept it pumping.
I mean, let's get Nicole Murphy. Please, Andy. Please get her on this show. I really want Nicole Murphy.
But I need the girls to sign an ironclad contract that when she fucks your husband, you have to stay on the show with her and hash it out.
But yeah, allegedly, Garcelle said, if Denise walks, I'm walking. And I'm just like, It's allegedly, y'all. So I don't know if this is real or not.
I could see her already setting up the exit. And I think this is why they also have an issue with diversity on these shows, because I think a lot of Black women with real money that have really created their lives, their careers, they have successful, but they don't want to be bothered. Let me know in the comments, y'all. We know we've got some successful, wealthy Black women in the comments. Please, for real, do y'all want to be bothered? Because I'm sorry, the wealthy Black women I know don't want to hang out with 4 whiny white women all day.
Well,
what about the Black women you know? You know rich Black women. You know Black women that own apartments in Brooklyn. Would they want to be bothered?
Well, my best friend who's a geneticist and the first person to be graduated out of, what is it, Vanderbilt? First Black woman with a doctor from there.
When's she coming on the show?
She's actually supposed to be coming over in a few.
Tell her to come on the show. I would love to hear her opinions on the nonsense from a scientific perspective.
That's in those genes, y'all. Just plugging it if you want to, go to a Black podcast, another one. Back to my last note on integration of housewives. It did look like when Garcelle got up from the table, she was just like, I'm over this shit right now. I'm tired. And when she said, like, I miss my family, my kids, I was like, well, she's not cool with these women like that outside the show. Like, it's this one Black woman with all these white women bickering like chickens. And I think she just felt maybe out of place at that point. I don't know. I'm just looking from the outside in.
Also, I feel like when Kyle tried to do her interrupt shit and she said, Kyle, I'm not finished. And Kyle just said, sorry. I think that in that moment, Garcelle was like a little disappointed. And she's like, why can't I have a good back and forth, a fiery back and forth with these women? Why can't I get into it with Kyle? And I think she's like, they're too afraid of what social media will say, and that it's never going to be looked at in a good light to have a white woman taking tone with the Black woman, even though that's what the show is about. Everybody's rich. We're all on equal footing. We're arguing over petty shit. It's not that serious, but it's going to set something off in people that they're going to be like, you're racist. And they're like, no, I'm eating my food. Kyle literally sat there and ate her food. She said, nope, sorry, I ain't even. Go off, girl. And you can't be on a show when everybody's like, I'm not getting into it with, I already know what's going on. The stakes is too high for me. And that's not fair. She should be able to argue like everybody else.
Like Kim and Nene, like that started out great. But then, like the racist overtone happened later on. And Nene brought it up herself, which is kind of hypocritical that she's coming after Bravo now, but she's cool with Kim again. Whatever, that's a whole other topic. But yeah, I get it. And then when she shut down Dorit, well, it's not for you to understand, actually. And
Dorit was like, okay. They just shut the fuck. It's like, I'm shutting the fuck up. I'm not eating. And they're like, I don't want to accidentally say anything because I'm ignorant on Black culture I don't know about. And then everybody takes off with it. And then I'm on the apology tour. So it's like, you can't be on a show where you have to fight with people when nobody's going to fight with you because they're like, no, this will fuck up all the businesses. I can't even. You saw how they got them Vanderpump people out.
Cardi B versus Carol Baskin.
What?
You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, Carol Baskin came out and said something about Cardi B and animal abuse.
Oh, she was saying big cats aren't props, but she's an idiot because those cats were not live. Those were CGI cats. Anybody could see that. Did you see any footage of them with the actual? No, they have CGI footage of cats. I'm like, that's the same cat that was in the Nicki Minaj video. And you want to say they're not props, but you're using them to run white slavery in Florida so you can keep your millions. that you stole from your dead husband. You piece of shit.
Yeah, Cardi B responded. It was like, girl, you killed your goddamn husband.
Carol Baskin, there's a special place in hell for you. A special place for a heifer who kills her husband and is hypocritical about wildlife. You know what? America is divided on a lot of things, but we all can't stand Carol Baskin.
Killed her husband, whacked him. Oh my goodness. I can't believe LaToya Luckett's husband cheated on her. Whole show. Damn.
LaToya Luckett has never been that lucky. You know, getting kicked out of Destiny's Child, having an almost solo career. She finally found a little refuge on OWN, but when you decide to go on Tiny and T.I.'s show, that lets me know what your marriage is really all about. LaToya getting cheated on, they about to get divorced, and then she had that 5-minute marriage on that show too. Tiny and T.I., well, that's just an open pound. And Monica, her boring man, left her boring ass.
Well, I think she left him.
Honestly, they seem so boring. They probably left each other. That's the thing. She goes after bad boys, and he wasn't bad enough for her. She needs to find somebody interesting. But if you're gonna date a criminal, date a good one who's not gonna get caught. Like, you need to fuck with one of them cartel people that they're in suits and you never see them. You can't be fucking with the local dope boy. Not even the guy who manages the local dope boy. If you're gonna do it right.
Gunica loves a thug. And it is what it is, but yeah, she don't like, a gentleman. She wants a roughneck.
I never understood that. I would never want to date anybody where I've always got to worry about the feds coming and seizing my love and my lifestyle. The fuck.
A ride or die, a ride or die chick. That's what Tiny is to T.I., his ride or die chick. They went to jail together.
I don't want to die. I don't really want to ride. I want to stay my ass at home. Can't we just get a mortgage and a pool? Can't we do that? That's all I want to do. Grill, make some nice sandwiches, get some decent scented candles, figure out what throw pillows we're going to use for what season. I want to be boring. I want to hang out at Home Goods and, I would say Pier 1, but child, they gone out of business.
So you know that I was not a fan of Wildin' Out. Now, did you know that Nick Cannon is suing for $1.5 billion for the rights to Wildin' Out?
They air that show all the time. So
all the time.
Also, if you start high, I think the lawyers were just look, we're not going to get all 1.5 billion. But if you can get the 0.5 billion, you're still walking away a winner.
That's more than what his ex-wife is worth. I'm just seriously? He has a problem. I don't know.
If he's got a case, he should go for it. They do it to us.
That's true. I mean, he should, because Wildin' Out is his show. I get it. 1.5 billion is ridiculous, but maybe you're right.
You'd be surprised what things are worth in true syndication.
Shout out to all those UPN shows on Netflix now.
Yeah.
They all needed that.
And that's the thing. Production is getting that big coin. And they're probably on Netflix, and you probably get a deal for Netflix USA, Netflix Australia. That's why worldwide shows make so much money. That's why I'm holding on to the rights to my show with my cold, dead hands.
So it made me think about Moesha, and then Moesha made me think about Countess Vaughn, and then Countess Vaughn made me think about Hollywood Divas. I want to rewatch that show. So y'all let me know in the comments, where can I watch Hollywood Divas? Because that was a good first season. And a second season, I think. It was really good.
It was I think we had a couple of seasons because there was Hollywood, then there was R&B, then there was R&B Atlanta. They were really trying to franchise.
I want to see the actress one, though.
wasn't that with Candy's toddler and Carlos Queen?
Yes, Carlos Queen was the executive producer, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I just remember the reunion. Someone posted a clip of it, and it was this actress that I see in everything. Maybe she was in Girlfriend. She was in Girlfriends.
Oh, Golden Brooks?
Yes, Golden Brooks. Yes, and it was
You,
her versus Countess Vaughn. I was like, wow, this was good.
you've seen her in everything? Well, I've only seen her in Girlfriends. What else is
That's
she
a
in?
good point. Maybe I thought she was in everything.
She really, like, her whole plot line was she had girlfriends and that was it.
So allegedly, Tyra Banks is not happy with Jay Manuel with his book.
Well, Tyra Banks is always unhappy about something. So what's new?
Unfortunately, like they're not cool anymore.
She's just unhappy she didn't become the next Oprah.
But I mean, if you want to post like, your story working on an iconic show, I mean, it is what it is. And he didn't name names. It's like it's fiction, but a lot of it is based off of real life. That's kind of catchy. That's basically so he can't get sued, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Is there something interfering with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? Now, I know the stress and anxiety of this pandemic has me wanting to talk to somebody. But yeah, BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help. It is a professional counseling done securely online. There is a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide, and you can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy.
BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit their website and read the testimonials that are posted daily. Andy is great. His approach is upfront and honest. He doesn't pretend to be holier than thou and focuses on being the best humans we can be. He helped me see the things I couldn't change and change the perception of my life. Visit betterhelp.com/roast. That's better HELP. And join the over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. A special offer for Pop Roast listeners, you get 10% off your first month if you go to betterhelp.com/roast.
Oh, Lord, did you hear this story about Michael B. Jordan?
I don't believe it. I think that it's this
But why would you lie about that?
because you're a sorry sissy looking for attention.
And did you see him too? I'm just like, of all the pussy that Michael B. Jordan can get, he want this pasty face sissy, like, that's arranging his closet or something. I don't know. And he said it so, I don't know, like the way they were talking about it. And he was like, oh yeah, I said no, but I could have hooked up with Michael B. Jordan.
Now we know it's a lie. Now we know you said no. You said.
I think because he said allegedly that, well, let me get the quote so I won't mess it up. He walked around in boxers and no shirt. He was so flirtatious. He would flirt with the wall. He would flirt with me, with everyone. He was such a flirt. I was in his closet and he was just like, are we going to kiss? Yeah. And I was like, Michael. And he was like, I just like to josh around with you. And he was like, for the sake of clarity, there was definitely something between them. And he was clear Michael came on to me, although nothing never happened. I guess. I think it's a lie because.
I know it's a lie. I'm sorry, but what Zane Elin Harris novel did you lift that from? Which
but
one?
if it is a lie, he can easily sue him. But maybe it's just not that important for him to sue. Michael B. Jordan in the closet asking me, can we kiss? I would shut that closet door so fast.
Clearly, the closet door was already shut.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't shut the door. It's his house.
That's a good point.
Why am I shutting doors?
In totally unrelated news, it's going to be confirmed either today or it probably already is that Cardi now has 4 number ones and Meg Thee Stallion has 2. WAP is expected to be number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. I can't believe it personally, but I think it's more so the audacity of the song that's making it do so well as the video.
To me, it's not that big of a deal. Like, this is like Lil' Kim back in the day. It's like, it's an acronym. You know what I would say? WTP from Tiana Taylor was a little more edgy for me because it was, it's like, to me, it was more explicit. But I feel like we've done explicit. Like, like Madonna did explicit back in the day. Then we had Lil' Kim doing explicit. Like, I feel like, okay, yes. Vaginas. Fabulous. And it's something to celebrate. We celebrate penises, celebrate vaginas. Human culture has been doing that since the beginning of time. Let's look at all of the female fertility statues. Like we can take it back to Africa. They have museums filled with fertility statues of both men and women. Like, I'm not that shocked. I don't think it's that explicit. Like, my thing is, there was no nudity. Like, okay, there was some pasties. We hadn't seen pasties on VH1 when Diana flipped Lil' Kim titty. Until I see a titty flip, I ain't that shocked.
Now,
did you get a titty flip in that video? Now, if they was doing some shit like that, if they was giving us softcore, I'd be like, oh, okay, we're really going there. But we ain't. Game of Thrones was more risque.
Oh my God. Like
exactly. It's like, and this was when we were in high school.
Yes.
So, now that we are avoiding our 20-year high school reunions, I am just not that shocked.
Me either. But yeah, congratulations to Cardi and Meg. I mean,
I like Cardi's rap on the song. I feel like the song is getting more of a reception because people are like, oh, it's so racy. I think people are just bored because of quarantine. They ain't seen it in real life in a while. I'm like, we are the country of strip clubs. There is a show called P-Valley. Come on.
I see you finally reviewing it.
I was like, you know what? I don't have anything else to do. People really seem to enjoy it. So if y'all enjoy it, what am I here for? I'm here for your enjoyment. I said, let me go on and give this another shot. And it's like, first seasons can be rough. The first few episodes can be rough. Now, I do feel like, I feel like we can have a little more character development further in. I like the beginning to be, and then, like Walking Dead, give us slow episodes more into the season and do like, okay, the first 2 episodes are like a mini movie. The 3rd episode, backstory. The 4th episode, you start to pick up in the 3rd act, and then it's a cliffhanger. I mean, come on now, people.
How many episodes is in the season?
I have no idea. I'm up to episode 5. Episode 6 will drop, I think, next week, maybe this week. I'm not sure.
I'm going to try to catch up. Is it hour long or 30 minutes?
Well, it's hour, but it's, a Starz hour, so it's a true hour.
Oh, okay. I will check it out next week.
I will say it reminds me of a grittier Empire mixed with those girls set in a strip club.
I'm very interested in this.
Uncle Clifford?
This Lafayette type character.
To me, it's more of who Lawrence was on Those Girls.
Mixed with Queen Latifah, right?
Yeah. In real estate news, Wendy Williams finally unloads the home where her husband cheated on her for $400,000 less than what she asked for it.
Oh, okay.
Well, the house didn't have a pool, and then she lived there, so you've got a completely gut reno.
It didn't have a pool? I'm really surprised. Like, that was a mansion, right?
Some people don't have taste. And she is one of them. I've seen peeps of inside her house and oh, gut reno, honey. They did that shit in the 90s and it looks it.
Well, speaking of Wendy, like her show's coming back soon. We see in like, clips of her getting her makeup done and like getting her hair did for the promos. So it looks like she'll be back to like an empty studio audience. I know you won't be watching, right?
Of course not.
Okay. Well, I will be watching for y'all.
Good, good. Let us know.
I still love Wendy.
You know what I'm going to say? I feel like
Yeah, next topic. Um,
oh my goodness. In New York news, one, there are 13,000 new empty apartments available in New York City. And Thomas Keller permanently shutters Hudson Yard eateries. And I'm like, oh, you know how much I loved Hudson Yards. Like, I really wanted that to be my new hangout. Like, I was just like, I'm going to be that girl. You will always catch me in Neiman Marcus. That's where I wanted to go eat for my birthday. And now I will probably not see it for a very long time.
Yeah. I forgot there was some type of controversy with the opening of Hudson Yards in that area. I can't remember, but
well, what it is they basically lied and redistricted things to use federal money to build something that are already rich companies had. That Hudson Yards area, I don't know how they're going to recover.
We'll see. They're making an announcement next week to open bowling alleys and gyms. A lot of people are very excited about it. I'm tired of the gays crying about it, but finally, y'all got y'all gyms.
And let's close it out with Monique's mouth.
What did you want to talk about next?
Monique's mouth on Instagram.
Monique's mouth. Now, which Monique?
Monique Samuels.
Oh, okay. I was talking about Monique,
I forgot there are two.
Yeah, because, Monique runs her mouth too.
On Instagram.
So, yeah, Monique and her big boy husband, Chris, that is so disrespectful, Giselle. Like, it really annoys me too. So I can only imagine how it annoys Monique.
Well, Giselle calls him big boy because she can't keep a man.
I agree.
I mean, when your husband goes out and has children outside of the marriage and you're a first lady, you see, her husband disrespected her so severely, she wants to disrespect other men because she's hurt on the inside every time she has to share her finances with his illegitimate children. That's why she's driving around in a Mini Cooper.
Monique is saying her piece about, I guess, the background tea drama about
I want to ask something since we're talking about background tea. Do you feel like this is now becoming a part of the shows where it's like, okay, there's a whole online component where the second the show comes on, like Monique had been minding her business, tending to her bird, but now all of a sudden, everybody's trying to destroy her marriage and rumors that aren't on the show. And if you're not going to air it, like, she's like, oh, what are the rumors? Like, why did they even include those clips? If you're going to keep it out, keep it out. Don't be like, okay, we're going to give you a little rumor, then we take it right back. Give you a little clap, then I take it right back. Give you a little shoulder, then I take it right back. So now we got to tune into your Instagram live?
So it's weird. Like, the discussion was, like, allegedly at a table. It was a bunch of the other housewives outside of Monique. And they were discussing a rumor about her child not being for Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And it was with her trainer or something like that. And they were discussing it. But the thing is, what's confusing me is they said that this was done before the season started. And it was brought up to her before the season started by Ashley and I want to say Karen.
Yes.
So why did she meet up with Giselle through, like, if you hear Giselle and Robin are a part of this, why would you even want to be, like, dealing with these women? Like, are you just being fake this whole time? And
Well,
then she said the rumor had nothing to do with the fight with Candace. Yeah.
now that I don't believe, because I'm sorry, like it all culminated. But she said, well, I, hung out with Gabrice because I was being professional. This is my job to be in this group with these women.
Okay. I was just confused about that because if you know this heinous rumor about, bringing up your child into it, because like you said, like children should be off limits. And what if like, the kid watches the show and he sees like, oh, my this isn't my real father. This is a storyline,
Right.
So
And I would say too, maybe it's not kids are off limits, but if somebody takes your head off, don't be upset. Just, well, okay. I went there.
now Chris was mad. Like he was just like, if I was a woman, I would have been beat y'all ass. Like he
Ah!
was real serious about it. I was like, she need to calm Chris down before somebody try to get him and say he hit women or some shit like that. But he's rightfully angry bringing his child into it. So I get it.
It's like, if you want to talk about Monique, talk about the fact that, can you wear something other than a 3-inch short? Can you? We know you have great legs, but can you do something else than an Old Navy 3-inch short? Because you're running around here looking like me about the legs. You have all this money.
So I think Monique was the one that spilled the tea on this rumor first. Like there was like a plot to get, Monique, business out there. And I'm not sure if it was started by a former friend of hers that told Charisse.
It was a former friend that then ran around the cast, told Charisse, but
Okay.
she got in contact with Charisse through Candace.
Charisse, it's tickling me right now.
Oh, and then when Monique came on with Karen read Charisse. She said, I'm not going to talk about anyone who got fired by Bravo. I'm not going to talk about someone who's that irrelevant and unworthy.
Okay, Karen.
Karen was on her Lady Eloise. I mean, she said, I wish the best for Wendy, but I don't know her. Like, Karen was like, okay, look, it's time. It felt like, okay, let's promote the show with some shade. Let's give some hints of who I'm going to have issues with.
Can you please do your Lady Eloise?
Lady Eloise.
I just haven't heard it in a while. Okay, so Robin was interviewed on Instagram Live or whatever, and she was.
Hold on. Now, I want to know what laundromat was Robin at using the free Wi-Fi to be on Instagram Live long enough to conduct an interview?
So she basically was talking about semantics. Like they were talking about it, but she said there wasn't any plot. And the word plot is dangerous. That's what she was saying. Like it was talked about. And it was,
no, she's sucking Gabrice's fucking ass. All she's doing is trying to cover up for her sorry ass scissors sister. I don't believe a word she says. Please, I will say this. Lady Eloise and Monique said on the Instagram, we're the only two heifers on this show who can afford to quit. I wouldn't fuck with us. Robin on here trying to keep her check. Robin on here trying to get every Instagram sponsor that she can. Please. Her kids asked to move into the old house and she looked embarrassed because it's not a possibility.
So I remember that fight that Robin and Monique was about to have a fight, and she said, Robin, I will choke you out with this umbrella. And she was like, Monique told her, you think I would hit you so you can sue me and make all your dreams come true? Like, that was a read, and I still remember that. This was season 3, I want to say.
I got a Cabbage Patch on that.
But yeah, so Robin was basically saying that, like, yeah, conversation happened, but it was so, like, minuscule that she even forgot it happened. Like, it was irrelevant. So she's not denying it, but she said there was no plot to get anybody. Like, they said when rumors come up, we talk about it, and if we talk about it, it's out there on the camera. So basically, it's like, if you're bringing up something false, it is what it is. It's not like a plot. It's just basically you bringing up a room. So she was kind of dancing around the issue, but saying she said there was no plot.
Like there wasn't a plot when they were bringing up the fact that your non-husband was cheating on you even though y'all ain't married.
See? So what Candace has to say on a podcast, I want to say 2 days ago, she said that she will never film with Monique again. And if Monique is coming back, she will not come back.
Okay, Candace, you don't have enough money to say that. Here's the thing. Candace, you're just tired of getting your ass whooped. Your mama been whooping your ass for 30 years, and now you got Momo doing it on camera. So you like, look, she ain't paying enough of my bills. I'm going to let my mama pat me with her purse, because at least she pays.
Candace still has the imprint of her mom's saline bag across her chin.
Oh.
But anyway, like, she's trying to pull a Candy where it's like, oh, if Monique comes back, I'm walking. And I'm like, walk, heifer? Like, we don't want you. Like,
you are nobody's Candy Burris, and also nobody's been that foul to you. You and your boring husband can leave.
I think she was just responsible for the fight as Monique was. But we will see. What do you think about the whole, like, I don't know, I think it's real distracting, the whole rumor thing with her and the trainer from the show.
I think that this is cooked up by production to be free press and full promo to get you to watch the show. I mean, because we were excited about Potomac coming back, but now we're going to be looking for hidden signs. And, ooh, was that about this? Was this about that? Now we're going to be creating our own show and our own narrative because they're dropping too. Mm-hmm.
So the ratings for episode 2, the one that was already available, it did really low in the ratings, but I'm going to attribute it to it being available online.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that.
Yeah,
like,
it was weird.
And it's horrible for me because I'm like, I don't know when to put out the review, so I just went on and did it. I was like, people gonna watch it, let me go on and put it out. But I think like we just could have waited till this week and that, well, last week rather, and it would have been fine.
Right.
Or
yeah, I just
it should have been like maybe an episode of like not the best footage, but like hodgepodge fun scenes and maybe a whisper of drama.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to this season of Potomac?
I am. I mean, we're going to be set all the way until what? Late October?
More than that. I would say
think?
they should go till November.
Okay.
They are going to stretch it out like Caramello. I know they're not going to come on during Labor Day weekend. They'll probably give us like Columbus Day. They're going to stretch it out. They haven't even shot the reunion yet, have they?
No. I mean, we have 2 reunions coming up, so...
That's true.
Bravo's good.
And New York. I'm 2 episodes behind on New York, but nobody cares about those old drunk white harpies.
Yeah, New York is kind of getting out of hand. Like, I was watching season 1, and it really has, like, went from, like, these delusional Upper East Side women to these Upper East Side women that are drunks and have problems, and it's a lot.
It's like we're just gonna dance around your pill issues. Dance like, around your pill issues.
Dorinda shit the floor.
What?
Dorinda shit on herself. Did you see that episode? Or you didn't do the review?
I didn't see the episode. Oh my God.
Yeah, she shit on the floor by accident because she had diarrhea in Mexico.
Oh, well, hold on. Okay, now, okay. If it's, because of the water or something.
Oh, yeah, it's because of like,
Oh, I thought you were saying she was so out of it. It was
no.
Oh, okay, well, that's not as interesting.
It was a good episode, though, because they did a night without Dorinda, and they had the most fun.
Yeah, Dorinda is a pill.
She gets real angry, like real angry.
It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't kill your husband. You got to take that out on somebody else. You got to deal with that. Bow Wow and Romeo Miller to team up for a documentary about their careers instead of doing a versus battle. Child, if you don't think, child, we don't give a fuck. A good heart, let me say it from the chest, fuck about your music. So you really think we want to watch a documentary of your teeny ass bopper careers? We already saw the video of you doing that tour with Omarion where y'all wasn't gonna fuck on camera, but we saw you flirting every 10 seconds. We've seen it and we don't care. And little Romeo, what career? You've lived in your father's shadow more than Teddy fucking Mellencamp. You are a boring simp.
And there you have it. The only thing I know about Lil Romeo is he took that picture when he was in a cave from all the way up from right here.
But then wants to talk about wet ass pussy is too much for me. All you have to offer is your ass. We haven't even seen a decent bulge. You ain't even out here like Safari or August Alsina where we're like, child, I want to see it from the front, fuck the back. And you supposed to be out here for women. Why are you showing off your ass?
He deleted it too because it got so much attention.
Oh, he wanted it. Just like Chris Brown.
Speaking of Chris Brown, one of his not even one of his exes, one of his baby mamas threw shade at him for not marrying her.
Okay, you know what? I want to sit down with that woman over a lovely lunch and hold her hand and ask her why she expects so little out of life. Ooh. To want him, I mean, that's the thing is like, I could see being like, you know what, I have a beautiful baby. It was a fun time. You know, he's financially secure at least. Like, we can say this, you never hear about his ass in debt news.
That's true.
So,
it's more so for hidden people. He has a long list of fights. Half are women.
This is, yeah, I'm sorry, I ain't getting with no ass whooping now. But it's like, you get away from him and it's like, ooh, dodge that bullet. Like, all right, I got a baby out of it. Like, I get to, you know, I'm happy with you. But yeah, come on visit, you know, you want to be a good pappy, be a good pappy. Just keep your crazy away. Just come over when you're sober. All right. But you don't ever want to marry that. Why would you want to be cheated on? You know he's going to have another baby on you. I'm shocked he only has 2. To me, in all this time, that's restraint.
I don't even think he knew about his first kid.
Yeah, I think it was, you know, like, okay, what's going on here?
I mean, it was the same with Trey Songz and the same with, it was somebody else. Oh, and Drake. Like, Drake, Trey Songz, and Chris Brown, ironically, like, their first kids, like, I feel like they didn't even know that they were conceived.
They got a call, like, you know, like maybe a year or 2. What? What do you mean a whole ass baby? I will never get that call.
Because you can't get what?
Pregnant in the anus. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, on that note, I will see you sooner than pregnancy.
Congratulations to Chrissy Teigen, too. Like, she is fertile. She really is. Like,
ooh, and can keep a man.
Look, I mean.
She found one that wanted to be kept. You can't get a dog that wants to run all over the neighborhood. You got to find a dog that likes your yard. You got to wake up there. He's still in the yard? Okay, he's still in the yard. Leave the gate open. See if he goes somewhere. Let him walk up to the gate. If he walk out, let him keep going. Shut that gate. If he walk up to the gate and look out, ain't nothing out there. That's when, you know, close the gate. Oh, one more thing.
Oh.
Keisha Cole and Boobie Gibson have finally reached a divorce settlement after 3 years. Y'all wasted all your money on
a whole
lawyers.
Baby in between.
And they wasted all their money on lawyers. Like, you ain't got shit to split. 3 years?
3 years. That's a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
You had a baby and a failed relationship in 3 years. No shade to Keisha, because I love Keisha. I need her to unblock me too. I'll see you sooner than, you know, I guess Keisha Cole following me again. Well, you know what? She never followed me. Never mind. I don't know. I'll see you sooner than Candace's impending ass whooping. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's a couple weeks away. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.